What's up, YouTube? It's the Ineradicable Iconoclast. Now, with today being the 13th anniversary of 9/11, which, for those of you who aren't aware, I guess there might be some people, maybe some younger people who don't really know everything that happened. On September 11th, 2001, a terrorist organization by the name of Al Qaeda attacked the United States. They crashed. They hijacked a couple of planes, 4 planes, I believe it was. They crashed one into the Pentagon, crashed two into the World Trade Center, and they failed to crash the fourth one. I believe they were headed for Camp David, but the passengers overtook it and they gave their lives to protect everybody who was not on the plane. But anyway, that being today being the anniversary of that, you'd expect to see quite a bit of patriotism. We'd have it maxed out. We'd have flags everywhere. However, I think we've kind of lost sight of a very important fact. Patriotism does not equal anti-Islam. I've heard a little bit at work, and especially seen a lot online where I guess people feel like they're completely anonymous and safe. Seen a lot of people talking about the Muslims and this and that, and basically just calling them terrorists, which is ignorant as shit. However, the thing that I found most disturbing, more disturbing than just the hate speech, essentially, was a picture that was circulating. It had a small little blurb, a little paragraph underneath it. It said that women all over our country should go out at approximately 9 o'clock due to the timing of the attacks 13 years ago, and that they should do so completely naked, and they should be very careful, make sure that you do that in front of a Muslim man. Because if a Muslim man sees a naked woman who he's not married to, he is obligated to kill himself. It is part of his religion. And that furthermore, all patriotic men should go sit out front in a lawn chair. And they should do this. They should enjoy this display of American patriotism. And because Muslims are against the consumption of alcohol, they should do this with a six-pack. Which, considering that you're calling for the mass suicide of an entire religion, I think the beer might be a little bit overkill. Now, let's talk about the call to mass suicide. First of all, that makes you no better than the suicide bombers, considering you're trying to create the death of people who pretty much did nothing. Because, as most of us who actually are intelligent do know this, Islam is not terrorism. It's another religion. There are terrorists who are Muslim. There are terrorists who are Christian. There are terrorists who are Buddhists. There are terrorists in every walk of life, because that's how the world works. No matter what religion you are, terrorism does come from it. Look at Timothy McVeigh. And I'm not going to get into this long diatribe of who was the terrorist in which religion, because it doesn't matter. The point is that propaganda like this, all it does is foster this hatred of a mostly peaceful group of people. Muslims are not violent. There are violent Muslims. There are violent Christians. And once again, I'm going down this path. I'm sure you see where I'm going with this. To say that Muslims are all terrorists is to say that Christians are all just like the Westboro Baptist Church, or are all just like the Catholic priests who molested little boys, who are all like the Christian extremists who bomb abortion clinics. Do you see where I'm going with this? Al-Qaeda is to Islam as Westboro Baptist Church is to Christianity. So we shouldn't be making these assumptions, and we damn sure shouldn't be posting things on the internet demanding that we do things to cause suicide in large groups, or at all, even one person. That is the problem. And if you think for even 1 second that is okay to demand that somebody goes out and causes another person to commit suicide, fuck you, you're part of the problem. Do you understand me? You are part of the problem. You are why our country is hated by Al Qaeda. Because you go and you say, oh, I want these people to die because they're a different religion. How does that make you any better than Muhammad Atta? Huh? Tell me, if you think that makes sense, if you think that it is okay to demand that somebody goes out and causes another person to kill themselves based on their religion, honestly, how does that make you any better than the goddamn terrorists? So, if you're one of these people who did this, please take that off. Listen to what I'm saying. You are doing nothing but spreading racist, hateful propaganda. Now, with that being said, I want to know what you think, my viewers. Anybody who's watching my videos, I want to know what you think. Tell me, do you think that this is just a harmless little, funny little thing? Oh yeah, haha, it's September 11th, we'll do that. Or do you think that this is also going to contribute to the problem? After 9/11, we had massive beatings. We had people beaten to death because they were Muslim. We don't need this to happen again. We don't. Racism and prejudice are the epitome of ignorance. I hate ignorance. I like to think that maybe, just maybe, we actually have the ability to go, oh, well, okay, so you believe something a little bit different than I do, because Muslims and Christians are not that different. You believe pretty much almost identically the same thing. I'm not going to get into the differences between Christianity and Islam right now. That's not the point. The point is that is nothing but propaganda. It's hateful, and I'm tired of propaganda all over the goddamn place. I see political bullshit in this country all the time, and we need to fix this. That is the real reason why I make these videos, because I hate the propaganda and I hate the stupidity that is it appears to run rampant sometimes in this country. We need to stop it. And you know what? Before I sound like anti-American, it's not just this country. I live in this country, so I see it here first. But when I look at other countries, I see the same bullshit. I see it. So, now that I'm completely worked up, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But, again, if you are one of these people who put up one of these stupid propaganda things, please take it down. Because if somebody gets hurt because you put this up, it's your fault. I don't hold you innocent at all. You are at fault. So, with that being said, once again, I am the ineradicable iconoclast, and I will see you around. But really, comment. Tell me what you think.